Hello everyone, welcome to Bonsai Expression. I'm Christoph. Today I thought we would work on the Cotoneaster, that is the Halloween Cotoneaster. It is really, well, it's really out of shape. It's put on lots of growth so far this year and it's really needing a good trim. So, why not? Well, the weather is still holding out, no rain just as yet. So let's get in there, let's get it on the bench, and let's give it a good trim. Now, before I get into the Cotoneaster, I just want to show off my Chinese elm I've just trimmed up. Look at this. This is one of my better ones. So this is actually a root over rock, and I've got, my girlfriend went out and bought me a cool tortoise. Look at that. So root over rock, and it's all trimmed up. So all my hard work has gone into this, and as you can see, it's looking pretty good. You can see all the branch structure on this one, and this is looking fantastic. But we're not here for this, but I want to show it off just because I've been working it on just off camera. I just needed a bit of time just to chill out and relax, so I've done that off camera. As you can see, it's looking pretty good. So what we are working on today is this bad boy, but just look how much growth it has put on over the last few months. Actually, it's been a year since I've worked on this, I think. And there's Skeletor. Just look at it. It is put on so much growth. In fact, everything around it has put on a load of growth, but this thing has put on so much growth, I can't even see the tree in there. It is just a big bush. So I'm going to put this on the bench and we're going to work on it today. And this thing's heavy, so I'm going to have to put you on the tripod while I get it off there. Now, as you can see, this thing has put on so much growth. It looks like, especially from this angle, well, from certain angles, that Skeletor has got a serious hair growth going on. So I'm going to start from where I know I'm not going to need certain branches, like down low, and I'm going to start chopping off all these sections. Now, Cotoneasters as well can start cuttings from simple little branches like this. So literally you could just take sections of the branch, just literally take the leaves off, plop that in some soil, and that will just start shooting off, and that'll strike as a cutting, and you can have yourself 3 trees at home for literally no effort at all. They're so good. I love these little things, and again, you can find these all over. You can actually go and buy them from garden centres, or you can just go out around your local area, as I say, especially over in the UK. These Cotoneasters are used for borders and shrubs in people's gardens, and they're used over in their public landscapes as well. So you can go out, get yourself some material, get cutting, use them and strike just by taking yourself a bit of cutting. That's what I did with the privet as well, same sort of thing. So I'm going to start taking these bits off. I've let these grow far too long, so I'm just going to cut everything back. Everything growing upwards we're going to take out. I'm not going to utilise anything growing upwards, anything growing in the tree. Just going to make basic simple decisions first and foremost, and then from there on out I'll make decisions. Anything crossing the tree such as these, we'll take these out. That's going backwards into the tree. Because there's so much as well, I probably am going to make the odd mistake. I'm probably going to take the odd one out as well that I'm probably going to utilise. It's always the way. When you've got so much growth, you can't see what you're doing. Now this one grows back into the tree. Let's take that one off. And there. Cotoneasters as well. This is one of the reasons I did use this tree on the original design, is to grow these nice little red berries, and they look like little apples. And the reason I use this tree is because of that, and to go with Skeletor, it looks like poison red apples from obviously a fairy tale and that's the reason I use this tree in this design. I'm going to cut this one right back. There we go. Because I don't want to get in the way of Skeletor. See, that's it, Skeletor bent. I don't want that happening again in the future, so I'm just going to cut right back. I'm getting the crevice here. Take that one back. Right down there. That one's going upwards. Remove it completely. Bring that back. Take that one off. So again, I'm just going to go around the tree like this. By the time I've done it, it's probably going to look bald, truth be told. I can't actually tell what branches I actually wanted and what I don't. So that's the issue when you leave something to grow this long, that for so long that it grows a wild. You lose the shape and you can't remember what branches you're trying to keep. So basically I'm starting from scratch again now. So I'm probably going to be cutting out the right branches I'm utilising. And that's my fault for not staying on top of this tree. So I've gone through and I've cut all the long shoots off, and I think I've got everything pretty much taken off, and then, which is, as you see, a good whopping amount. And by the looks of it, I've got pretty much everything that I needed to take out. Now, the one main concern I've got, and I've never really addressed it, is this branch here. And as you can see, it goes back and it does cross over this other branch, and I've always left it because it's filled up this gap at the back, which if I turn around, you can now see it comes right across here. And now because this branch has grown and started to fill out, I'm going to just lose it. I'm just going to come in and I'm just going to chop it off because I don't like it, and it goes against everything that you want, which is going across other parts of the tree. So I'm just going to come in and I'm going to cut it away. So there we go. Let's saw this off. Make a little bit of a cut, and then because it's thinned out a little bit, I should be able to get my snips in there. There we go. So that's removed this section. Now that might be able to be planted up, so I'm going to try and plant that actually. I'll take the top off, trim that back. It's not got as much for it to do, and what I'll do is I'll try and plant that up and see what comes of it. So I'll do that in a bit. But overall, I've got this section now, and I will try and just nibble at that a little bit, see if I can neaten it up. And I'll try and apply a bit of cut paste as well. See if we can get it to transition a little bit from the other cut that we had. That looks a lot better. So now that top part of the tree comes up, and it's got one branch here that leads into a second one, branch here, and then at the back we've got another branch. It just looks so much more neater. Again, I'm just going to bring this branch is heavily stacked actually, so it just needs thinning out. Let's just pull some of this off. I've got a branch underneath as well, I can actually see. Let's take that off. And I've got a branch just to the back. I'll take this heavy branch off. I'll leave the smaller one and I'll bring that back. Looks a lot more healthy. This as well. It's just heavily stacked. It's neatened up. On there, clear this back one up. This one comes up. I'm going to take that one out. Leave that to grow. Bring that back. It's got one on the side. Take that off. Spin that round. Bring this back. Let me see. Where's it coming from? It actually comes from underneath. In fact, I'll take this top bit off. Let me see. I know my head's in the way, I'm sorry, but let's bring that back a little bit. I think it's going to have to come off either way, even though we've brought it back, because it comes into this section, and if I don't bring it back, it's going to cause swelling at the base. Bring that back there. Lose that. Nice. Bring this one back. Just going to let the lead there do its thing, but bring it back again. Cut back. Cut back there. While we're in this section here, I'm going to take this one that grows straight up. Actually, wait, no. I'm going to take this big one out just here. This one that grows straight up, I'm going to take that off as well. This is a nice section here. Just on this section. This one's pretty thick and long. Let me see. Bring that back. Take that out. Bring back. Bring back. Bring that back. I'll come in. Gently snip that. Take this thick one out if I can. Take that off. Bring it back. And then there's a branch right back here, grows the wrong way. Take that back as well. So I think I'm happy with that. So I'll give you a quick flyover so you can see in detail what I've done. Now, as you can see, taking that section out just here, which went all the way across, has now given the tree a little bit more. There you go. Has given it a little words out, a little bit more character and a little bit more detail. So the tree actually now has more of a conical shape because we've lost that section. So we've now got a more defined apex just here, and now the tree is more conical in shape. As I say, we've not got that obscure section just over here. And if we come round, you can now see everything else has now started to line up. We've now got more of a hole in the back because we've lost this, but this will all start filling in with the little sections that we've now started to cut. But yeah, it's more conical from every angle. We've got all these pads that will start now developing from the other sections, And then if we look from above, you can now see those padding sections I was talking about. They will now start developing. I really need to start looking after this tree because everything is wired, everything grown rapidly in all different directions. So I probably took out sections I didn't really want to, but because I couldn't see into it, I had to just make big cuts here, there, and just like this one here. And I also shortened this section as well now, so Skeletor now doesn't get a headache. And I took another little section out of the back as well. Skeletor's looking a bit happier now. He's had a haircut. Well, the tree has. This dude's bald. He's never having hair. Anyway, the Cotoneaster's looking way better. We've removed that branch, as I say, that crossed over into the back section, although it is a bit bald, just like Skeletor, towards the back of the tree. But it looks way better. As I say, it's got more of a conical look to it now, and once it regrows in, I'm going to stay on top of it this time, because although it'll let it grow out, it does thicken up the tree. It's more difficult to get in there and find out where you were up to, especially with Cotoneasters, because they just shoot out from here, there, everywhere, making it so difficult, because basically they're a shrub, they're a hedging shrub, and they just grow everywhere, and they're gnarly, and they leave big wounds like this one here, this one here. So I've got to stay on top of it next time. But anyway, if you like this one, please do give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment. Let me know if you like this one and you are enjoying it. And tell you what, tag Gavin in it from Not Another Bonsai channel. Tell him that this one is still going strong and he should set everybody another challenge this Halloween. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.